Are you picking orders and you're wondering, maybe Vance Air Force Base? Or did you just graduate college and you have an amazing teacher certificate, which we absolutely need here in Oklahoma? And you're thinking, maybe Enid Public Schools is where I should start my teaching career. Or is there some sort of job offer on the table and one of them is Enid, Oklahoma, and you're wanting to learn a little bit more about it, but you're kind of wondering, why shouldn't I move to Enid, Oklahoma? Well, guys, there's not too many things I could come up with, so I only came up with 9 things you really want to think about when moving to Enid, Oklahoma. And that's what this video is all about. But before we get started, you guys know, or if you don't know, my name's Josh Barnett over at eXp Realty. The team of agents that I work with at eXp Realty and I have made this channel in an effort to teach our future customers and current customers like you about Enid, Oklahoma. So, with all your real estate needs that may or may not be coming up, you got to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Email's in the description, okay? Email's in the description. So we can help you with your real estate needs if you do end up choosing Enid, Oklahoma. That's what we would love to do. Now, enjoy the video on 9 reasons you may not want to move to Enid, Oklahoma. Number 9, there's an Air Force base there. What comes with Air Force Base or airports? Planes, right? Do you have a dog who goes crazy every time a helicopter flies over? Or maybe you want chickens and you're worried the chickens are going to get scared every time a jet takes off or something like that. You just need to be aware of, located south of Enid is the Vance Air Force Base. And Air Force bases do have planes. Okay, so they take off, they come back, etc., etc. Be aware of that. If you're aware of it, great, no problem. If you're not into planes and you don't want to hear planes, visit it. Visit it first. Spend the day outside the Air Force Base, listen to the planes, see if it's something you want. Okay? But if you're getting ready to choose orders there because you're in the Air Force, planes don't matter. They're your livelihood. Number 8, low population. As of 2021, population, according to Google, is only 50,566 people. That's not a lot, folks. That's not. That's half the size of Edmond before the virus, and that is equivalent to double the size of Moore. Okay, so if you're trying to compare it to other places in Oklahoma, those are great comparisons. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So low population, something to keep in mind. And what comes with low population? Less grocery stores that you're used to. Enid, Oklahoma does not have a Sprouts or a Whole Foods. They do have a new healthy store that just opened up. One second. And of course my water's empty. I'm going to do my best to keep my throat not coughing during this video. So, no Sprouts or Whole Foods. They do have a health food store, but it's not a full-blown grocery store like a Sprouts or a Whole Foods. So sorry about that, folks. Also, with a low population, you don't have a Target. There's no Target in town. There's a super Walmart and a neighborhood Walmart, but if you want to go to Target, you've got to cruise over to Edmond. I believe Edmond, Oklahoma is the closest Target, and that's about an hour and 15 minutes away, depending on how quickly you drive. Also, the internet service may not be as fast as you're wanting, so you'll absolutely want to keep that in mind when you're moving to Enid, Oklahoma. This is going to be a horrible video. If your upload is very important to you, you absolutely want to check your address to the AT&T fiber checker, or you'll want to call, what is that other company? Cimarron Broadband, and have them check. Let me check my notes real quick. You want to call that other company, Chisholm Broadband, and have them send a tech out to check the addresses you're interested in. Especially if we're buying a home together, you want to have the address checked when you go under contract, or even before you go under contract, to find out if it has the internet speeds that you're looking for. Some towers have better service than other towers in the Enid, Oklahoma area when it comes to your internet. Number 4, to get to a big city where there are Targets, where there are Whole Foods, where there are Sprouts, you have an hour and a half drive to OKC, so about an hour and 15 minutes to Edmond. Or an hour and 8 minutes to Stillwater. Stillwater does have a Sprouts. They don't have a Target, but they do have a Sprouts. Number 3, as in all cities in Oklahoma, Enid gets hot in the summer and cold in the winter. So just be prepared. There's a couple months in Oklahoma every summer where it is scorching hot, and then maybe 1 month in the wintertime where it's freezing cold. But just be prepared. You get to have more clothes if you're into things like that. Reason number 2, you may not want to move to Enid, Oklahoma, is we do have what's called hail storms. So if you're one of those people, couples, families, etc., who park out in the driveway and not in the garage, you may want to think about investing in a carport to protect your car in case any hailstorms come. Okay, you absolutely want to do that. And then, of course, one of the things that Oklahoma is absolutely known for, besides cowboys and Native Americans, is tornadoes. Tornadoes. We do get tornadoes in Oklahoma, and Enid has seen 21 tornadoes since 1875, I believe, is when they started actually recording tornadoes. So there is a chance of a tornado. Guys, the whole state of Oklahoma lives in Tornado Alley. We had tornado shelters. That's just what we do. Before kids, my wife and I would just leave. We wouldn't stick around when tornadoes were in the area. We'd leave. We'd go somewhere else. But now we do have kids. We ensure we have a tornado shelter. And whenever there's tornado chances due to the weather, the weathermen keep us up to date, and we just make sure the shelter is ready. And then if it looks like it's getting a little hairy, we'll just move all the kids down in there. They'll watch, things on the iPad, like their Bible adventures and stuff like that on the iPad, while we just wait out the storm. Not a big deal. So those are 9 things that you want to keep in mind when moving to Enid, Oklahoma, that you might really want to ask yourself about. Sprouts and Whole Foods, Target, internet, big things. The Air Force Base, it is what it is. If you're not into planes, Enid may not be the place for you. But we got a lot of Air Force bases in Oklahoma, so you want to keep that in mind too. There's a lot of planes flying around. All right, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, as always, please consider subscribing to the channel. This channel is all about living in, moving to, relocating to, pros and cons, cost of living, etc., in Enid, Oklahoma. That's what this channel is all about. The group of agents that I work with, the XP Realty and I, we want to earn your business when you're buying a home, selling a home, land, etc., in Enid. That's the reason for the channel. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and then that's the number to text or call when you're looking for a house. See you guys on the next video.